Ronald Easter here. I'd arrived late for my job in botany. That didn't matter much, cause I only used this department for the hatchet and to grow some of that nice weed. Instead of growing crops, I went exploring, and I came across a handcuffed person. I've been in similar situations myself before, so instead of letting the poor sap Houdini his way out of it, I uncuffed him. I acquired some tools to feed to my tool belt. Also a camera so I could go around exposing people like TMZ. I took pictures of security brutality like an up-and-coming social justice warrior, along with pictures of the dictator-like captain. I then assaulted the captain with the photo shuriken. I told the captain how I really feel, and only got a meme of a response. I went to the bar on my Frank West shit and was taking photos. The photo I took of the countertop with all the drinks on it didn't appear how I saw it. The drinks were gone, they were exposed as ghosts. But I didn't have any time for no ghost adventures, so instead I pushed the janitor's cart away from him. I started leveling up my wood cutting skills in the wilderness of the library. I constructed a drying rack with my newly found wood for all my weed needs and accessories. I bought all the rolling papers from the bar vending machine. I lit up my first rollie in front of a sec officer. I didn't know whether or not it was illegal or legal. I didn't care. I received a death threat from the janitor claiming he wanted to mop up my blood, so I broke into the chapel in order to get crayons. I chose the rambunctious red crayon to write fist in front of the janitor's closet in order to let him know that I was up for anything, any kind of battle. I picked up some lungs I found on the ground and started eating them to increase my oxygen intake so I can go 5 rounds with anybody. However, like all space station peasants, I started asking the HOP for all access, but I couldn't get it without the captain's permission. But the captain was being arrested for some damn reason by the HOS, corrupt bastard. I got fucking whacked over the head for trying to come in and talk to him. That baton to the skull really got me thinking. That fist was kinda ambiguous, so I changed it to fisting to let the janitor know I meant business. I also went with the deadly combo of dual-wielding stools for protection. I used my stool tools to break down a wooden barrier so I can distribute Jesus sandals throughout the hall. I also used my bar-fighting champion image to just steal a flat screen out of the hallway. Nobody even tried to stop me. I put it next to the drying rack and made it my den. I went out again, and I saw a slime trying to bust out of the science fair, so I let old Slimy out. After my slimy shenanigans, I found out an engineer lizard was building a rage cage. I had stripped naked for my battle, like a gladiator would. The purple dinosaur creature wanted me to test out this fence, and it was electrifying alright. I stood around waiting, as this purple dinosaur with his tiny arms took forever to construct this arena. Then a doctor in the peanut gallery started talking shit. A new foe, maybe. I tested my new opponent with a bar stool attack. While climbing the counter, I got caught in coding purgatory, and I was stuck, and the doctor took a bunch of cheap shots on me with a wrench. I got out and striked him one more time, and he ran away like a bitch. The scrub just had to come back into the bar eating a donut right in front of my face, so I had to drop the motherfucker right then and there. The lizard was throwing the arena together like Cell, but in a much slower fashion. Electrifying fences for a nice touch. The engineer wanted to fight me in his arena, and when he stripped down, he looked like Barney. It was fucking terrifying. Our naked bodies couldn't stay away from each other no longer. We were fighting it out with glass. It was nothing but blood, and how YouTube puts it, angry rock. My opponent beat me, but showed good sportsmanship by taking me to medbay to heal up. After some much needed rest in the medbay, I got back to being a bully, and I tricked the clown with his own game and stole his banana bag. I started to understand why the clown loved throwing banana pills and making people fall. It was kinda great, made me feel good on the inside. The clown obviously wanted his supply of bananas back, so he tried to trip me with his PDA. I just picked it up and walked away. I set up a banana peeled trap in front of the bar using a medical jumpsuit. And let me tell you what, that shit was fantastic. A bunch of people fell, and then 2 people got set on fire in the mayhem. That was a nice touch. After that, just minding my own business, but of course the clown wanted some more. And the clown snuck me and got its revenge, and the banana plant bag back. After regaining my composure, I pulled the banana peel out my ass and set it up in a pile of trash. This led to a security guard falling and getting a taser in my hands. I was hiding in the locker on the emergency shuttle when one of my fellow botanists got me with the old banana peel. So I had to shoot that prankster with my only taser shot. I saw the clown handcuffed, so I took the opportunity to beat the shit out of him like any good player of the game would. The new botanist nemesis got a hold of me and tried to drag me into space. But the voids of space wasn't grabbing me today. I felt the urge again to place a banana. Instantly somebody fell for my prank, so I opened up the shuttle door, leading to them getting sucked out into space. It'd only be considered manslaughter probably, but they have a spacesuit, so I'm sure they'll survive. I went out fighting like anybody would on an escape shuttle in Space Station 13, and I got fucked up by a knife. Some weird slop pile of a creature was walking over me. I just bled out there. As always, R.I.P.